You know what? I got you. Don't worry about it. I told you, come on in here and relax. And, just go ahead and take a sip because I'm about to break it down for you. But for simplicity, let's say you bring home about $5,000 a month. All right. So your take home is $5,000 a month. I'm going to show you just how to set up your money schedule with that $5,000. You ready? Because I'm going to show you how you're going to live by the 10-10-30-50 money plan. Or you can call it the 10-30-60. Or maybe you heard of the 50-30-20 money plan. It doesn't matter. The key is for you to find whatever money plan that fits your budget. All right. So brace yourself. Here we go to the basics. Every time you receive your money, you need to immediately divide it into 3 to 4 categories and distribute that money according to the percentages. When I say immediately, I mean automate it. Go online, log into your employment HR account, and change your direct deposit to be divided according to these percentages. And you're going to go ahead and go into your bank account. If you don't want to go in your HR account and change your direct deposit, then get into your bank account. Log in to your bank account and set up the transfer percentage allocations. So what you need to know, what are these percentage allocations? The first one, 10% or 20%, 10 to 20%. Where it's going? It's going to you. You need to put this money in a savings immediately. What did I say about immediately? Automate it to go into your savings immediately. Now, I know you heard of this before. Pay yourself first. My dad will always say, baby, if you pay yourself first, you will never be broke because you'll always have money in the reserve. Now, let me give you some statistics. Get my little notes right here. According to Bank Rates Annual Emergency Fund report, it states right here that almost half of all Americans report having less than $1,000 in savings. And another fact for you, nearly 1 in 4 U.S. adults say they have no emergency fund. But those numbers do not have to include you. You can be in the percentage that's choose to do different if you would just pay yourself first. Now, maybe later in another video or in my online course that's coming soon, I will explain to you why we're saving this 10 to 20% and what we're going to do with it. Now, if you're a young GWB, we have already covered this. Recall that I demonstrated this whole process to you in my Keita's Moolah Management newsletter. All you got to do is go pull out your newsletter and review it. Now, if you're not currently a young GWB yet, no, you ain't got to fret either. As I stated, I'm going to guide you step by step in an upcoming video here in the SuSu Room or later on in my online course that we're going to be launching real soon. But for now, for this video, and for the sake of time, we're going to move on to the next category. Category number 2, 10%. Where does this go? 10%. Where does this 10% go? It's going to go to a charity, or you're going to use it as your tithing to your local place of worship. Okay? Or you might say that 10% is going to be for your investments. Or it might be you're going to eliminate this category altogether and add that 10% into another category. That's why we say hints, 10-30-60 or a 50-30-20 plan versus a 10-10-30-50 plan, right? Next category, category number 3, 30%. This is for your non-essential, incidental, personal wants. What are we talking about? Y'all know, dining out, buying gifts, going shopping for clothing, shoes, getting those handbags, out for the brunches, all your entertainment, all your discretionary spending. hair salon, nail salon, your facials, your massages. These are all your non-essential discretionary expenses. They're there to what? Enhance our lifestyle. But listen, my advisors recommended that we set up a separate bank account just for this category. And that's what we teach our young GWBs. Because I'm moving on to category number 4. That's for your bills, bills, bills. Absolute necessities. Necessities. Your 4-corner rule category. You know, like in contract law, when we have to base our legal interpretation on just what is written inside of a contract or a document and not be able to consider any outside sources like testimonials, etc. In the money management plan, it's the same way. There's 4 corners you got to consider. You got to consider like what? Your housing, your transportation, your basic groceries, and of course, your fixed utilities and expenses. This money is going to have to go into your main checking account to pay your bills. Its main purpose is just going to be there to make sure that you can always cover and stay within your 4 corners. Again, this account needs to be separate. It needs to be a separate checking account from your other incidental, non-essential, discretionary checking account. We're talking about 2 different banks with 2 different accounts. Okay? So what you think? You want to give this 10, 10, 30, 50 money plan a try? What we learned today? I hope you learned about the 10, 10, 30, 50 money plan. It's this simple budget money plan my husband and I learned and implemented to help us pay off the $45,000 plus of debt. And we now live by 10% in savings, 10% to charity, tithing, or investment, 30% for our discretionary spending, and 50% to cover our bills within our 4 corners: our housing, transportation, basic groceries, utilities, and fixed expenses. They're covered. With these categories on autopilot, the money plan does the work and allocates your money for you. How? Automatically. I believe. I really do. With discipline and time, you too can pay down your debt. So I hope this information assists you and sparks a little fire for you to take a step. At least take step 1 and download and review my sample budget plan in the comment section below. Then take step number 2 and take action and find out your own a solid money plan today. Well, that's a wrap. Because that's all the tea I'm going to spill today. Hey, if you like my video though, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. But I do thank you for joining me. Till next time, I'm going to see you in the next video.